Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share some layouts that I created with my December 2016 Christmas stash kit, and my granddaughter Zoe is here to help me. And so this first layout is one that I made with my kit, and it was using a page map sketch from January of 2017. You can see I used lots of pattern papers on here. Can you point to them? All the different patterns. And then I used some wood veneer right there, and I used this big circle arrow, and then a pretty little tag and these sequins that were self-adhesive from Close to My Heart. I also used a tag that was a label tag with the deer head here as well, and it was just one that for Christmas labeling, and I just cut the deer head off. And then I did some hidden journaling. Pull that one out for me. Turn it over. Hold it down like this. And so my journaling is there, and then we can put it back in here. And the photo is of my oldest granddaughter Zoe, my oldest granddaughter Shawnee doing her Christmas play last year. So that's the first layout. The next one, is a layout that I created using Let's Get Sketchy from January 2nd of 2017, a layout from there. And so on this one you can see lots more pattern paper and scraps. I used stickers. I used flare, a piece of flare here, and then a big wood veneer here, and I put little bits of bling on it to just dress it up. I used an acetate star that had gold on it to create the star on the Christmas tree. And then the photo is of me from several years ago. It was my last day at work as a house supervisor where I worked at in the nursing profession at a hospital. I was a house supervisor, and so that was my last day of work. Next one is one, I don't have a sketch listed out here on this one, but I know it was from a sketch. So this is a layout that I created using lots of pattern papers. I used a fuzzy alpha that I had in my stash for a long time. Used some of that. These are some sequins that were in my stash that came, I think it had Christmas tree sequins, circle sequins, and then the Merry Christmas sequins. And so I had those, and I used them, 3 of those in here. I used bits and pieces of bling. Keep your head a little farther back. Use some arrows and other things and just pop those up on an adhesive square. Use some die cut Christmas trees down here. Yeah. And then there's actually some enamel dots that are clear stars, and those are from Freckled Fawn. And across here, this was a border strip. It says, "'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house wrapping has to happen." And that just shows where we had all of our Christmas gifts piled up on the bed in the spare bedroom, along with all of our wrapping paper there, and that was more on the floor, and then we had to wrap all of those. So that's what we spent our evening doing. And so that's just a little memory tracker for that. Next layout, and I don't have a sketch listed on this one, but I know it came from a sketch as well. More from my Christmas stash, and I had created a kit for 2016 that I would use throughout the year of 2017 to create Christmas cards and do layouts from. This is one. These were words that were already, wait, not yet. These were already glittered, and it said Holly Jolly Christmas, and it came on one card, and that I believe they were from Michaels. Anyway, so I used some wood veneer stars, and I believe those were from Freckled Fawn. And then I had this chipboard alphabet, and and it says Holly Jolly Christmas from Miss Rudolph. And this is my older granddaughter Shawnee, and this was her Christmas pageant from a couple of years ago, and she was Rudolph. Her nose is unfortunately down around her neck, but it's one of those light up noses, and she had words to say, and then she did the singing in her Christmas play. I had cut out this star shape from some pattern paper behind here. I cut it out twice. I did it with pattern paper and then this gold foil paper. Used some 3x4 cards, some washi tape, and just decorated up some. Even used some fibers here. Okay, and some more of those enamel dot or enamel stickers that are star shaped. Okay. This next one is actually a 2-page layout. So there's 2 pieces that go with this one. And it goes like this. And I don't have, I believe this is from a Scrapbook Generation. Is it Scrapbook Generation? Sketch. And it is one where after we had wrapped all of our gifts, we had put them all in the car. We were expecting a pretty big snowstorm. And so right before Christmas, we were taking them all to our kids because we knew they weren't going to be at our house for Christmas. So we loaded up our car and played Santa's Sleigh. And that's what it says. Rush delivery from the North Pole. Ho, ho, ho. And it says, we pretended to be Santa's sleigh as we put all the gifts in there. I made some homemade enamel dots. I made 4 of them. Here's 2 and then 2 more. I just took some scraps of paper and put it behind the enamel stickers that I had. Used a doily here with another wood veneer Santa Claus. A die cut tag that says open on December 25th. And up here I used another flare that says Santa I Can Explain. That's one of the ones that I've had left over from the the pennies. JC Penney's came out with those flare, oh gosh, probably 7 or 8 years ago now, and I had a whole tin full of them, and I'm still using those, and that's where that one was from. Just some bits and pieces of scraps and die cuts, some stickers here, and just used tons of stuff. Okay, let's move this one. And all these papers down here are all ones that I cut from scraps. All the circles are ones that I cut from scraps. This one is actually a 2-page layout as well. And this is a layout, let's put them side by side. It was also a Scrapbook Generation sketch. And it's just one. I think originally it may have had ornaments or it may have had Christmas trees over here. I don't remember. But I used the ornaments that I had. And these are ornaments. These are old K & Company from years. Anna Griffin or K & Company. Or maybe it was Anna Griffin for K & Company. I don't remember now. But these have been in my stash for years upon years. And so I finally got them used up with this kit. I had the wood veneer stars that I pulled in, the enamel dot stars that I pulled in, another die cut tag, and the photos are of my youngest granddaughter Ellie seeing what Santa Claus brought her. She got one of those, I don't think they're called inchworms, whatever they're called. Anyway, so she was writing on that. That's what her Santa Claus gift was. And so that was her Christmas morning. Bits and pieces of scrap paper back over behind here. Yeah, and that's that layout. Then this is another that I created. And I had divided up the kit that I created. I had so much paper and so much embellishment in there that I kind of divided it into 3 smaller kits within the bigger kit. And so this is what I term my black and white and silver, or black, red, and silver kit. And these are a couple of layouts that I made from that. Lots of snow pictures. And that's basically what this portion of the kit was pulled together for, was for the snow pictures. We had a big blizzard that came in. And so I just created the layout with that. All silver and black and red. Yeah, love these snowflakes that I have here. They were from Michael's, I believe, several years ago. And there was a bright silver and then the more dark grayish silver. And I did my journaling right on this photo. It's of our front yard. You can see the lights that go around the front yard, and then these are actually under the snow. And it says, as winter storm Snowmageddon moved in, we stayed in and just enjoyed the view. And that was December 2015 in Lubbock, where I live at. Next photo, next morning or 2 days later, I can't remember, when things finally started to throw out. We had I convinced my husband to go out and take some photos. So he quite literally opened the garage door. The snow was starting whenever we took our Christmas gifts to the kids. So we took their car and they took ours and took it on home. And that's my son's little Nissan. And you can't see the wheels. It's parked inside the garage, but the snow kind of drifted up. And it's all the way above the tires in my husband's truck as well, where it drifted up against the front of the house. And so I just took bits and pieces of stickers. I had these glitter stickers from Thickers, not glitter, foiled green stickers. I've had them for a long time and never been able to use them, but I finally got them pulled out and used a little bit on this. And then I also did my journaling with a white Signo pen. Used scraps of paper back behind here and some washi tape. Another one. This was another time. It was a couple of weeks after the big snowstorm. We had a pretty nasty ice storm, and as the ice came down, or as the rain came down, it kind of stuck to my car. This was after I got home. I actually had to have security come out to my car when I left work in order to pry my car door open because it was frozen solid. It was probably about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice all over my car. And so it just says Ice-Capades and tinsel, lots of stickers, and I have these glitter border strips that I've had in my stash for ages and ages, and I used some more here. Did my journaling on the paper with a white Signo pen. And I actually punched these out from some scrap paper that was silver foil. These, yeah. Another 2-page layout, and this is, I believe, a Scrapbook Generation photo or layout as well. And this one is of Christmas morning of 2016, and I had all of these were created out of scrap paper, and then I said it was a Scrapbook Generation kit. The Happy Holidays here was already pre-glittered. It was, I believe, from Michael's, and I just, instead of using pattern paper down along the top and the bottom, I used washi tape where it says Merry Christmas, and then this is actually ribbon with the reindeer on it. I had punched out some stars with some leftover silver foil paper, used some star brads that I had that were really, really old, used some more of that green foiled stickers that I had, and these die cut pieces that I have that say do not open until January or December 25th. These are actually tags for Christmas gifts. And then I used this font that had this red and white stripe on it, and it's glittered. And then up here at the top, I took this wood veneer reindeer and actually heat embossed the silver onto it. Also, out of the scrap paper, I had taken, I had made some washi tape. I had taken some scrap white cardstock and then laid all the different color Christmas washi tapes that I had on them, ones that I included in the kit and ones that I didn't include in the kit. I've had them for several years that I created. Anyway, I cut some circles with those and used those on here as well. And so those are photos of my 2 boys and all 4 of my grandchildren, and my husband and I. Not the best picture of us, but it was fun. And then that's my younger son sitting in front of the Christmas tree. He was passing out Christmas gifts, and we actually had that bow on a gift, and it came off, so he ended up with it on his head. Turned out pretty cute. Another 2-pager here, and this was the other portion of the kit. The last portion of the kit that I had put together and made it more muted, more distressed tones. Had a little bit more brown, a little bit more gold, if you will. And so with that, it was the third portion of the kit that I broke down into mini kits. So I added on some stickers here. The camera shape, or the ornaments, were already shaped in the shaped and glittered, so I just took some glitter cardstock that I had and cut out and put behind there. I did that here and here. I used a wood veneer here on top of a doily that I cut out. This was a border strip from some paper from a sticker sheet that I had, as was this. Used a font here that says Deck the Halls. This was actually cut out from a journal card. This is an image that I stamped. This is another image that was popped out, a journal spot that popped out from another die cut sheet. An older sticker that says "'Tis the Season," and this is from a sticker sheet. Yeah, and they're photos of my older granddaughter Shawnee and my younger granddaughter decorating. My older granddaughter Shawnee, my younger granddaughter Zoe, and my grandson Cameron. As my grandkids were decorating the Christmas tree, that's where that's from. Okay, and then the final layout that I created with this big mega kit, yeah, I believe it goes this way, is one of two of my granddaughters, my older granddaughter and my middle granddaughter Zoe and Shawnee, creating Christmas gifts. They were making homemade frames. They had, you can see all of my paint supplies. They had flowers. They had jewels. They had everything you could possibly need to create frames with, and that's what they were doing. They were creating Christmas gift frames. I used all scrap paper along here, and then that was washi tape there, and then washi tape up above. That's another one of those pieces of paper that I had put the washi tape on with all of my different holiday washi tape. And then these 3 pieces are all from a sticker sheet. And this one says "The Most Wonderful Time of the Year" and "Make the Season Bright." That's a separate one. And I just used a different alpha and created this where it says "Making Christmas Crafts." Used this washi tape along here. Used a die cut Christmas tree and decorated over the top of the ones that were there. Added a few holly leaves from that foiled green pack that I had, and added a little bit of bling on top of this. And that was it. That was it for the layouts that I created. Now, I did create a ton of cards, and I made them over the course of the year. Okay, now for the cards. You can see I put all of my cards into this box as I work on them throughout the year. From here to here, these are all cards that I made with pre-made kits. These are ones that are left over from ones that a friend gave me, and then these are donated cards. I call them donated cards. They are cards. We donate money to like the Humane Society and the Blind School and that kind of thing. And so every year they send us pre-printed cards. These are the Humane Society. And so some of them I keep, a lot of them I give to my grandkids, but some of them I keep for the just in case. You know, if you run out of regular cards and you get a card that you need to return one at the very last minute, then those are what those are for, if I run out of all of these others. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you. And these are conglomerations from the 3 mini kits that I put into my one big kit. And I don't really have them split out by color sections because as I made them, I put them in here, and I have them like the horizontal and then the vertical, or vertical and horizontal. So I'll just show you. All scraps on here, a sticker here that says Under the Mistletoe, Happiest Holidays on the inside, and then just some brief stamping. Some of these you can tell, like here, these are the same sketch. I think I made 3 from this sketch, and I want to say they are from the Mojo Monday sketches. I can't remember right away, but I think that's where they're from. Same sentiment. And on here it says, "It is Christmas in the heart that puts Christmas in the air." And these are just stamps from my stash. Nothing fancy here. These are all the same. I took scraps of paper and created a background, a starburst background. And then I had the die cuts here that I used on top of. This is a doily that I punched out. This is one that was purchased. Used washi tape on here, scraps of paper, and all of these are pre-made card bases and envelopes. And it says, "There is no greater gift at Christmas than to have everything you want before you open the gifts, and Merry Christmas." And then those are some stars I just punched out with some leftover glitter paper. Again, same concept here. All scraps around here. Then both of those are pre-made doilies, and then a wood veneer on the front there, and then washi tape across there. Same sentiment and same star punch on the inside. Same deal here. You can see I got a lot of use out of this one sketch, and I had a lot of scraps that I wanted to use up. A lot of little thin scraps like border strips and just little bits and pieces of pattern paper. Even some washi tape is in there. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with these. There's the washi tape again, and across there. That's something that I punched out, and then the die cut, the doily, the oval doily I punched out. So there's those. And those were all small ones. What are they? 5.5? Yeah, 5.5 by 4.25. Yes. And then these are the larger ones, the 5 by 7 or 6.5 by 5. 5 by 6.5. You can see lots of bits and pieces. That started out as a 4 by 6, I want to say card, like Project Life card, or that sort of thing. This is a piece that I punched a scrap out of, that I stamped and just created it using a sketch. This was pre-printed here, and I used another piece of that paper in the background there for the inside sentiment. And I used that sketch at least twice, and the inside at least twice. And then these, I believe, are the same sketch as well. You can see lots of scraps used on here, lots of cardstock, and all of this cardstock was in my kit. This is an image that I punched. That was something that I cut out. Sequins and bling were in my kit. That's a sentiment that I punched out using a Stampin' Up! Punch. And then on the inside, I just layered up some things there. Washi tape and stamps. And you can see I stamped that and cut it out, and then I punched that out with a die cut. So you can see those are the beginning of the vertical. Those are all horizontal. These are vertical. I don't know why it really matters, but yeah, these two are the same as well. And you can see different color backgrounds. This one has black, this one has brown, that green pattern paper there. This one has red. And then the image is the same that I stamped, and I embossed the bird here. Used lots of bling on these, and then the inside sentiment is a stamp that I own, and it's the same on both. And then I just use star die cut for the both the interiors. These two are the same, and you can see even though this one has the paper cut smaller over here, here it's a bit wider. That's okay. And here I used a strip of paper to go across there, and I didn't there. This one is a bit of a wider band, and I have washi tape along there. This one is a narrower band, and I actually have not fiber, rickrack across there. This is a journal spot that was from a cut apart sheet that was 3x4. This is a pre-made sentiment that came out from a pack. This is a one of those die cuts that I had left over from a K & Company package from a long time ago. You can see I stamped the interior and the envelope, and those this one I used washi tape, and then another one of those sentiments for the front. There was one, and there's the other. Then I can tell you, these, when I started making Christmas cards this year, these were the first 3 that I created. And I was just playing around with the packaging technique and in putting them on this watercolor paper. And so I stamped out the image with a gold, with Versamark, and then went over it with gold embossing on this. Did I do that? I think I did it on all 3. Yes. Then I used the stamped a different sentiment on vellum for these 2 and straight to the card there. Used some bling, used some additional stamping here. But yeah, you can see different colors of backgrounds as far as what's behind here, but ultimately all the same sketch. And all 3 have the same sentiment on the inside. The only difference is on this one I put the ivy leaf there because I used it here. Let's see. These 2 are the same, and you can see same color background pieces of paper, same border strips, same twine here. These are stickers that I have left over on a sticker sheet, so I just used them there. The inside sentiments are the same, and then the cards or the envelopes I stamped the same with the ornaments hanging off of. So very simple stuff. Some of these, others a little bit more fancy. Again, same background, same everything except for the stickers that are involved here. And then the stickers that are involved at the top there. And then on the inside it says, "Oh, what fun." And then the envelopes are stamped with a, I think that's a fox and then a deer. The deer with the lights caught up in the antler, and then the fox holding the Christmas lights there. And then these 2 are the same. And these are gold tags that I've had in my kit of my stash kit. These are embellishments that were there. This is some of the bling tape that I had in it. On the inside, I stamped Merriest Wishes and Happiest Holidays and some snowflakes on the envelope. And then the same thing here. I typically do, if I'm going to do 1, I end up doing 2 a lot of times. Again, same sentiments here. I had just stamped them onto different bits of paper and then cut them out differently. This one I cut into a banner shape. This one I cut into a tag shape. These sleighs were left over from a Stampin' Up! Kit that I had. That was a pre-made card kit. And I've been working slowly to get through that because I didn't put the cards together like the kit showed. So I've had lots of embellishments left from that I've used putting cards together the last couple of years. These are wood veneer that I actually put in Versamark and then sprinkle glitter over them to create this. On the inside, again, stamp the envelopes with blue snowflakes, Merriest Wishes and Happiest Holidays. Same sentiment on this one as well. And then this one is a singular one. I was just wanting to create a card. I had some time, so I used some washi tape along the bottom, used the die cut Christmas tree, and then the Noel is a sticker. And then on the inside I used a sticker that says Season's Greetings, and then the envelope I just used washi tape across the bottom. Very simple card. These two are the same. It says wishing you a happy holiday season. These are stickers that is embossed paper that I created, and then just scraps of paper that I had, and it says have yourself a merry little Christmas, and then on the envelope I stamped ornaments hanging off of a tree branch, and then the same over here. This is a singular card. I used a Stampin' Up! Stamp there. This pre-printed card base had the stripes there. It's from that Stampin' Up! Kit that I had, that I never used that up, so I used it here. Just put some washi tape along the envelope and then just some stickers on the inside. This is actually a card that I had started in 2015, never finished it, or no, 2016, to give out for 2016, never finished it, and it was, when I put the kit together, I put it back in the kit to be used for this year, and I finished it off. I think I hadn't stamped on it. I think the only thing I had done was put the pattern paper strips here, the snowflake wood veneer here with the embossing on it, and then this, it's not a ribbon, it's not twine or anything, it's this glitter trim, or not, metallic trim. And then on the inside it says may your home be filled with love and happiness this Christmas season. And then the envelope is blank. Very simple. This is another singular one. Pretty simple, just doily shape cut out there. And then a tag that I added some bling to. And then again, this, I put washi tape on the envelope, and then on the inside, that was a piece that I had left over that I had stamped on for a card and didn't use, so it ended up in here. It says, come let us adore him. It was supposed to be layered up on the front of a card, and I never used it for that. This is one that I took a bunch of scraps, and I think I had it left over from last year too. Yeah, this is one left from last year. I had tons and tons of scraps, so I laid the thin little scraps, and so I laid them all on a piece of paper, and then I cut them out to create the background. And then I took this tag, which is like a book plate tag because it's got a book pocket tag, but I pull the inside out and just have the outside, and it says Happy Holidays, and just added a little bit of bling there. The inside is a sentiment that I stamped and cut out, and then added a little sticker here, and in the envelope I put a little sticker on there as well. These two are the same in that the background is the same, the papers are the same. I used a die cut here with a sticker and some bling, and here I used a sticker and some bling here. The inside, this says Joy to the World with some washi tape, and this one says Peace with some washi tape. The envelopes are blank. That metallic finish made it hard to stamp on these, so I just was kind of simple with it. These two are the same, and I started off with these pre-made 3x4 tags. They came in a kit, and so I started there, added some bling to them, added some sequins, and the backgrounds are just the same. Inside I did the same thing, added that other card, the 3x4 card there. Did not do any stamping on the front of the envelope. Those were pre-made, the metallic red. These two are roughly the same. It says Noel on the front. These are craft, and I just punched out some gold and craft stars out of a gold and craft paper pad that I had, and then added the sentiment on the inside, and then the envelope is blank on both of them, but they're both pretty simple and the same. Just added the gold glitter tape and then the stars on the front. And then finally this one, it says Deck the Halls on a sticker. Added the Christmas tree that was die cut, and on the inside used a tag that says Merry Christmas with some washi tape. So these are all the ones that I made with my Christmas stash. And then I made some pre-made, which I'll show you next. Okay, so the pre-made cards, this first set is close to my heart. It was a pre-made package. It came with the circle, and then you could order the stamps to go with, and then the background paper was already designed with the image there. I added bling, I added the background glitter pieces, I did the stamping on the inside and the embossing, added the silver or gold thread, and then on the inside I added some more stamps. So these were all pre-made as far as the card base and then the card circle, and I just embellished along the way as I went. They're not very fancy, but they were fun, and so I had a lot of fun making them. They are pretty simple. I added lots of pearl bling, red and green bling, did lots of embossing, cut lots of glitter pieces, had lots of thread, used lots of washi tape. So it felt really good to use a lot of my own supplies on these cards to dress them up for the holiday season. And I have no problem sending these out, believe me. I mean, it all adds to. And then there were 10 there, and then I created 6 more with the little card kit that I got. It was an American Crafts card kit. It came with the Christmas tree, and it is one of those that is die cut with layers of Christmas tree, so you can puff it up if you want it to, but it'll go flat for mailing. I punched out, no, it came with the punched out stars, and it also came with the Merry and Bright sentiment. I just added the washi tape behind it, and then on the inside I stamped and added washi tape and then stamped the envelopes. And I did these pretty much all the same. Nothing fancy, kind of like the other ones. I just made it simple. This one I had stamped this way and ended up having to stamp on a white piece of paper to put it the correct way. Don't ask me what I was thinking, because I can't tell you why I did one so differently. So in total, with my 2016 Christmas kit that I've used over the course of 2017 to create Christmas layouts and Christmas cards for the entire last year, I created a total of 17 layouts and then 41 cards, and these additional 16 brought me to 57. And so then I have a few leftovers because I think I counted and I need like 55 or I can't remember, 55 or 65 cards. So with these and then with these, I should be at goal. I had set myself a task of making 5 cards per month for all year, and I came pretty close. I didn't get them all done, and that's okay. It's no biggie that I didn't get them all done, but I came really close with those pre-made kits. Plus I have another pre-made kit that I didn't even get to this year that I will probably, here in the next couple of weeks after the holiday season, I will start with that one and make that for next year, so I will be ahead of the game in getting cards made for 2018. Sometimes in the midst of summer it feels good to work on a Christmas layout or two, especially when it's super duper hot outside. It kind of gives you that feeling of being more chill. It's like in the winter time, it's always fun to work on summer photos on occasion to get the feel of summertime in the worst of the cold weather. Anyway, so that's what I have, a total of 57 cards for this year with the 2 card kits that I added in, and then a total of 17 layouts. So thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.